Hi there, I'm Amanda Cromhote from Truth. Welcome to the Blind Loyalty Challenge. We interview world experts in loyalty blindly. We're hoping to create insight, spontaneity, and a lot of fun through the challenge. The challenge is about promoting the blind loyalty trust, and my book called Blind Loyalty, 101 Loyalty Concepts Radically Simplified. All profits from the book go towards the trust. We hope you enjoy the Blind Loyalty Challenge. Well, if ever we're in for a treat with the Blind Loyalty Challenge, it's today. So I have Bill Hanifin. He needs zero introduction to the world of loyalty. So CEO of the Wise Marketeer Group. Bill, welcome to the Blind Loyalty Challenge.
Amanda, it's really great to be here. It's good to see you. And yeah, I appreciate it. It's just nice to be part of this whole program.
Oh, amazing. So I've really had to dig deep to think of super hard questions for you because I think any of the basic questions would just be way too easy. So let's go straight into it. So what would you say is the biggest challenge facing our industry?
There are a few. The first one that comes to mind is people. I think that there's a mindset of a generation of people that we'd call Gen X or even younger, where they have a bit of the millennial, where they have this desire, it's in their DNA to do thorough analysis. So they're gonna really vet everything, and they're gonna look. But then again, they've got a skepticism about brands. It's almost like, I feel like going back to the 70s, Woodstock, that, didn't trust big government, didn't trust the man, so to speak. And a lot of the younger folks, unfortunately, I hate to see cynicism in people, but kind of have a little bit of that. So I think it's just a tougher task, and even though we were trying to not mention COVID anymore, you can't help but mention COVID because it changed a lot of how people behave, what their thought process works, and how they make purchase decisions. So I think it's really maybe more important than ever that brands and all of us listen to people, that we ask a lot of questions and we listen and we try to adapt to people as people to try to connect with them. Because if we just continue to say, oh my, I've got a methodology and I'm going to apply it, you might miss.
Yeah. It's absolutely. We've just released the South African white paper. It's the 8th year we've done it. And there's no question that no matter how hard the brands are trying, we're still missing a trick with the younger generation. And I've seen it worldwide, but to see it track longitudinally in this market is proofs of the pudding. So you're right, 100%.
Interesting.
Great. Yeah. So question number 2, what is your personal favorite loyalty experience?
Oh boy, there are several. The one I'm enamored with which is just really, it's a funny thing, and I'll tell you why. There's a convenience store chain fuel operator called Cumberland Farms in the US. And they have you're probably familiar with this, but I don't know that it happens in all markets, but we have the ability to connect a checking account directly to the loyalty program. And so the purchase transaction goes outside of the regular payment card processing system, and the merchant, Cumberland Farms, saves that merchant discount rate, the fees. So the value prop is, they say, okay, we've got a mobile app. My favorite part of the whole thing is that when you drive up to the fuel island, you can turn on the fuel dispenser with the app. So to me, it's the ultimate reason to have an app, because it has utility. It's not just there for me to find your location or to check my point balance, but I get to drive up, sit there in the rain, turn on the pump, and all I have to do, yes, I have to get out of the car and put the nozzle in the tank, but they give you a 10-cent per gallon discount because of this ACH, automated clearinghouse, way that they process the payment. So think about it as a consumer. I go there, I get to turn on the app. It's kind of a fun thing, and then I get the 10-cent discount. While I'm sitting there, they do put a lot of their CPG offers right in the app, so they make it really clear and obvious. And just the other day, I got some fuel, and immediately I get a little notification that, oh, you won another award. So, I mean, it's the simplest stuff, Amanda. Like, I'd like to say, like, it's I love my diamond status at some hotel or something, but I know that I've got a few free coffees over there, which actually sometimes my older kids will absorb before I even get to. But nonetheless, it's valuable to all of us as a family. But no, I love it. And you know what I like almost best about it is that it works. The consistency of
Amen.
execution and the way they've created the program, it's on solid ground because I've almost never gone up to the pump and found it not working. So
Amazing. That's amazing. I love that. The practicality of it, just turning on the pump in the pouring rain when you don't want to get out of your car. That's
yeah,
where us South Africans, I'm not even South African, listen to me, but those of us who live in South Africa are very spoiled because we typically have a serviced forecourt where folks come and do it for you. But if
true.
you
Yeah.
don't, you definitely need that. So amazing, beautiful example.
Yeah.
So chapter 17 of Blind Loyalty actually is titled Why Do Loyalty at All? Which industry do you think least lends itself to loyalty programs?
Hmm. Well, the question is a great one, right? And I think it would be, I've thought of it many times. I mean, and this goes back a while where we said, what's the alternative? If you don't attempt to connect with people and know who they are and build a profile and really truly understand their preferences and needs, desires, all those things, we're kind of left with traditional merchandising and price competition. And in this day and age, that can be kind of destructive to any business. So I think there's that, and I think that Google's done us a tremendous favor as an industry by eliminating cookies. I actually applaud that because now, we're all talking about zero-party data, aren't we? And that's actually what we've, as an industry, been collecting for a number of years through, the profile building that happens within a program. So we're on it, and we can
Yeah.
kind of lead in that area. But so lots of reasons to do. I think it's kind of just pragmatic. It's really tough where you have businesses like healthcare and insurance, where you have really long purchase cycles, and automobiles would be another. And I know that like the big
Mm.
auto programs, General Motors, Chevrolet, Ford, and they have a mobile app, and you get down to it, the real truth of it is if they didn't have a co-brand card with it, there probably wasn't a way to accumulate enough value in the program because you can earn through daily spend to make it worthwhile. So it's
Yeah.
pretty tough. It's pretty tough with some of those. And the exception would be, and you see it like Vitality, your program in South Africa there are some exceptions, and there are companies that have, I think, used content brilliantly to offset the lack of ability to earn in a program. So it's like, okay, this is maybe not about just amassing a lot of points and getting some kind of a cash back dividend. It's the education, the content, the enablement of services, and that Vitality program. They've done an incredible job with it. But yeah,
Mm.
that's what I would say.
I always Amazing. I always say, like, who would have thought that an insurance firm ultimately has created something that actually gets you to go into an insurance app? They'll kill me for saying this, but I'm being simplistic.
Right.
Several times a week. Like, who would be going into an insurance app several times a week? But they've managed to succeed at by making it so
True.
much more than that, obviously. So thank
So
you
true.
very much, Bill. You see, I haven't even managed to stump you at all on the blind loyalty challenge. Not that I expected to. So
I've
who would
just
you
felt
like to
this.
tag?
I've felt this complete like relief. This veil of relief has just flown over me that you didn't stump me. So thank you.
I try my best, but I knew I wouldn't be able to. So okay, who would you like to tag to do the challenge next?
Well, there's a great guy that I think you should meet if you haven't already. His name is Andy Choi, and he's the founder and CEO of Do Good Points. So
Yeah.
he's created a loyalty initiative that intersects between cost-related marketing and loyalty marketing, and he's got a great founder story, which we just published something about on Wise Marketer. You'll want to read, but good person, great founder story, and a solid purpose. And if you want, can I throw a bonus person in?
Yes, please. I'd love that. Double the money.
There's a guy that I just admire a lot he's a real brand expert, and he has a loyalty background. His name is Ernie Harker, and he works with a firm named Ignite Retail. It was previously called KRS. They're a loyalty firm that's based in Idaho in the US. And they've been around 20, 25 years. But I met Ernie when he was a loyalty manager at Maverick. which is a convenience and retail chain. Now has 800 locations throughout the middle of the country in the West. And he's just a brilliant brand guy, very entertaining, very
Great.
smart. Yeah, so you'll enjoy either one of those people.
Amazing. Brilliant. Thank you. Two for the price of one. Sounds like a
Yeah,
loyalty
why
deal to
not?
me. Thank you, Bill. It's a pleasure to chat to you as always.
So yeah, thank you again. I really appreciate it, Amanda. And keep doing the great work you're doing with the Blind Loyalty Challenge.